Hello, beautiful souls. It's new moon time. They keep coming around, don't they? 19th of January, 2026. And it's a morning one for us here in Adelaide. It might be a different time for you, wherever you are in the world. But the main thing about the new moon I want to discuss today is the Sabian symbol associated with this new moon. So I'm just going to hold up the chart so that you can have a look. You see this big stellium here. It's called a stellium when we get this many planets together. And you'll see that the sun and the moon are next to each other. That's them just here. And then we've got Mercury and Mars, also in Capricorn. And then ahead leading the bunch is Pluto and Venus, both in Aquarius, conjunct. So we would treat this almost like a little bit of a gang. It's all going to be operating as a collective. And they're all in this lovely trine aspect down here to the planet Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And Uranus rules Aquarius, so it's significant there. And then down here in Aries, we have the dwarf planet Ceres, it's called. And this is forming an opportunity to the new moon. So there's an opportunity, not just for us as individuals, but as the collective, to harness the tides of freedom, equality, democracy as in the sense of we are all equal before the law, rather than democracy as, well, anyway, I won't talk about political systems. I want to focus on the Sabian symbol, which for this new moon is at the 29th degree of Capricorn. We always round it up to the next degree. And the meaning for that is a woman reading tea leaves. So there's an essence here, or a sense of being able to tap into ways of seeing the signs about what's coming in the future. Now, as an astrologer, the planets and their movement and their alignments gives us the opportunity to see trends that are coming, and also to read the meaning behind what the placement of those planets represents. So we have Saturn in the sign of Pisces, right next to Neptune. Neptune's at the 30th degree. So within the next couple of months, both of those planets are going to move out of the sign of Pisces, which is the final sign, the 12th sign, and they're going to move into the sign of Aries, which is the I am, right? That's where Ceres is. Ceres is a dwarf planet. It's in the Kuiper belt, and it's associated with freedom, sovereignty, equality, and other things as well. You can look that up if you would like further information, but I've got to keep these kind of condensed, all right? So we're going through an awakening. We're going through what's called the new age of enlightenment, and Aquarius is the place where it's happening. And Pluto is now moving direct and won't ever go back into Capricorn again. It was tithering between, or hovering between the two signs for the last few years. So this is part of the collapse of the old and the building of the new. And we definitely are entering into new territory here. We can all feel it, we can all see it. And so just want to say another thing about the new moon. New moons are opportunities to plant the seeds of what you want more of in your life. So if you want more freedom, you want to start doing things that resonate with your soul journey instead of the requirements of paying your bills every month, being a wage slave. It's a good idea to really tune in to who you are, what you're here to do, and feel a sense of a connection to your creator. If you haven't made that connection, ask the creator, invite the creator in, ask for signs, ask for an indication, ask to be guided to where it is that you need to be on this battlefield or this playground, however you want to look at it. So we are in a battle at the moment as the old system collapses, and it will become a playground as people evolve more and more. The thing with spiritual evolution is that we need to speak less and we communicate more through thought, through knowing, through instinct, through senses. And this is the message of this new moon, is that there are tools that allow us to tap into other dimensions, other meanings, other systems, and it's not necessarily logical or explainable. So I'm going to leave it there with the astrology, and I'm just going to pick one of the cards from this lovely Mary, Queen of Angels, and one of the cards from the Mother Mary Oracle, because well, I've been studying the Catholic faith for a long, long time, and it is a faith that I was raised in, but I feel this one wants to come up. Patience, okay. So, patience. Patience is a virtue. All right. Now, what's one of the things that I've struggled with is patience. I trust in divine timing. So do not panic, do not fear. It will all come in the perfect way and at the perfect time. And we're just going to get Our Lady of Answered Prayers, or answered prayers, depending on what side of the pond you come from. Answered prayers. Our Lady asks you to reach out to her, for there is healing within yourself and your life that can now happen through her intervention. All matters can be resolved through her grace. She knows what is happening and what is needed. Whatever comes from your heart is the most powerful prayer. Ask for her assistance and trust that your prayers are even now being answered. Our Lady of Answered Prayers. So that's one for this new moon in Capricorn. If you want to get onto a new path, if you perhaps have a bit of a shady path and you're a bit ashamed of it, you might want to go and speak to someone about that. Depends on what your beliefs are, but one of the things about the Catholic faith is that we have this practice of confession, which is to actually be absolved of the wrongdoings that you have done. The Catholic Church don't have a monopoly on confession. Obviously, you can talk directly to God. You can ask in your prayers to be forgiven for the things that you have done, that you feel a sense of shame or disappointment in yourself about. And just know that those feelings are actually, they're a little bit like a life jacket, in the sense that if we didn't have them, we could just descend into all kinds of behaviour and never feel any sense of guilt about it. And there are people on the earth like that, and they cause a lot of problem. But here we are. All right, darlings, I hope that was helpful and useful, and if you liked it, you might want to share it with someone who else might benefit from it. And I'll be back with more. Enjoy the new moon. Take care, lovelies.